Okay, again, nobody's playing sit and goes, so I'm doing a cash game. Here it's 5 cents and 10 cents. If you enjoy the video, like and subscribe. Got to say that for the YouTube algorithm. I 3x with Queen Jack suited from the button and take the blinds down. I'm finishing up some coffee and donuts. I went out and bought. It's most ever paid for a donut here in Mexico City. Guy was walking around selling them. I saw him selling. He had like a crate with, I don't know, like 5 or 6 boxes of half a dozen donuts in each box. And I saw him selling to some other people. And I asked him how much, and it was 15 pesos for one. And that's a lot more than I usually pay. This one bakery I usually go to, it's a little bit of a walk away, but the dog's going crazy again next door. I usually pay 8 pesos, and then there's this other place I tried once that's closer. It's 10 pesos, but the donut was a lot better than those. Okay, the board pairs on the river with 6 of diamonds. 569 in the pot. Asterisk leads out with 415. Solo calls. Asterisk shows ace king suited. Solo had ace queen. Ho ho ho. That's gotta hurt. I have 8-9 offsuit from the button. Fold. Solo folds, asterisk folds. Pollock gets a walk, 8-4 offsuit. Asterisk folds, I fold. Red raises to 25 cents. Pollock folds, solo. Tanking finally folds. I get a walk with the 8-3 offsuit. New player Gary limps from first position. Pollock folds, solo folds, asterisk on the button. Eventually raises to 29 cents. He's the big stack. Red and Gary quickly fold. 8-6 offsuit. Fold to the small blind, red. Nine ten offsuit. All right, I'll limp. This hand hasn't been good to me on this site, but take a chance. Red eventually folds. Okay, I'm gonna fold. And I'm gonna have to go freshen up. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Asterisk raises 22 cents. Red folds. Igor, another new player. Igor folds. Pollock folds. And baby suited connectors. Asterisk folds, red folds, Igor folds. Pollock calls, solo checks. Flop is Jack 10-7. Two quick checks by Pollock and solo. Turn is Jack of clubs. I bet 95 cents. And Pollock calls. Pollock checks. Jeez, yeah. Look at that shit. Well, he had flush draw and a straight draw. Good for him. The ace jack offsuit in the big blind. Igor min raises. Pollock folds, solo folds, asterisk folds. I raised 65. Igor slowly folds. I have a7 offsuit in the small blind. Igor limp raises again. Solo re-raises to 75 cents. Red folds, asterisk folds. Igor folds. Looks like Igor is just limp raising with anything. And he leaves the table. I'm gonna fold my jack for suited. 7-8 offsuit. Asterisk folds, I fold. Red folds. Pollock 3X's. Solo folds. I have ace queen suited from first position. Min raise. Red folds. 27 folds. Guess this guy was born on September 27th. Pollock calls. I flop top pair, top kicker. It's deuce, queen, jack, rainbow. Pollock slowly bets 41 cents. Does he have like another draw? Min raise, he calls. And I turn the nut flush draw. And bet 138. He calls. Six of spades. Bet 155. He calls. Yes! What did this idiot have? Oh, yeah, queen 7. Okay. Flop is jack 9 king. 2 clubs, 1 spade. Turn is 3 of spades. Flop was checked. Checked again. Queen of clubs on the river. Third club, 4 to a straight. I've got nothing but ace high. Oh my God. Pocket ducks. I have 3-4 offsuit. Red gets a walk. Okay, my sit and go is starting, so I'm gonna leave this table up 254. Start off with baby suited connectors. Flop is 3, 5, 10, 2 hearts, 1 diamond. DB checks, bar checks. Big Ed checks. Vic checks. Ace of spades on the turn. DB checks, bar checks. Big Ed bets 60 cents or 60 chips. Yeah. Vic calls. DB folds, bar folds, 8 of spades on the river. Ed leads out for 60 again. Vic folds. Interesting. I have 3-4 again, this time offsuit. Okay, side limps the big blind, 4x, side snap folds. Man, they just love, how many freaking 4s are in this deck? Side folds. Okay. King 9, King Rainbow. Big checks. MT checks. DB checks. 10 of diamonds on the turn. Big checks. Call this guy 6. 6 leads out for 50. DB calls. Vic calls. 6 of diamonds on the river. Vic checks. 6 checks. DB checks. And 6 had trips. I'm going to fold my 8 jack. What do the other people have? What the? I don't know what the hell DB was calling for. DB was calling that turn bet with jack high. I mean, at least Vic had a pair of 10s. Philly limps, 6 folds, DB folds, bar is tanking. Bar slowly folds, Ed snap calls, Vic calls slowly, side snap calls, or snap checks. The flop is King, Jack 3, 2 hearts, 1 spade, side checks, Philly checks, Big Ed leads out for 50. Vic calls. Cy and Philly both snap fold. Jack of diamonds on the turn. On the turn. So hard for me to say on the turn. I don't know. Big Ed leads out and Vic snap folds. I have ace 5 suited in the big blind. Philly folds, 6 folds, DB folds. Bar is tanking again. Finally folds. Ed slowly folds. Vic raises. Be aggressive, like my boy said. Oh, nice. I flop the nut flush draw and top pair. I turn a wheel draw. Vic raises to 120. Oh man, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a 3. Bet 100 and he snap folds. Okay, so I was aggressive with my ace-5 suited, but ace-5, I usually do good with ace-5 on this site. So if you're watching John, I hope you enjoyed that. Heads up, flop is ace, deuce, 10, rainbow. Side leads out, Philly snap folds. I have 8-4 suited on the button. DB limps, bar calls on the big stack. Big Ed calls, Vic, Cy, snap fold, Philly calls, 6 checks. The flop is Jack, King, 4, rainbow. 174 in the pot, Philly checks, 6 checks, DB checks. Bar is tanking again like a fucking asshole. Into the time bank. Time's out. Big Ed leads out for 90. Philly calls, 6, folds, DB folds, 7 of spades on the turn. On the turn. Philly checks, Ed, that's 150. Philly calls eventually. Ace of clubs on the river. Philly checks. Ed checks. Ed had king 6. Philly had. Oh, Philly had pocket queens. Big Ed cracked the pocket queens with king 6 suited. Yep. That's how it goes sometimes. Can't blame Philly girl. Or she should have raised pre-flop. Okay, 4 players, pot at 144. The flop is king, ace, deuce, rainbow. 6 checks, DB checks. Bar is tanking again. Finally checks. Vic 871 behind checks. 3 diamonds on the turn. Oh, I did pretty good that time. 6 checks, DB checks. Bar checks. Vic checks. 9 of spades on the river. 6 checks, DB checks. Bar checks. Vic checks. And Bar wins it with pocket 4s. Limping from first position, pocket 4s, okay. What do the other guys have? Okay. He turned a flush draw. This fool is calling with 10-3 suited from small blind. Okay. Okay, flop is Jack 8 King rainbow. DB leads out, bar folds. It was folded to the small blind. Pocket sevens, third position. Big folds, side folds, Philly folds, 6 limps, DB folds, bar folds, Big Ed checks. What do I have? Flop is 3, Jack, 10, 2 diamonds, 1 club. Ed leads out with 45. 6 raises to 120. Big Ed calls. Jack of hearts pairs the board. Ed tanking. Finally checks. 6 eventually leads out with 200. Ed quickly folds. Got garbage in second position. Side limps, Philly calls. 6 raises by 3x. DB folds, bar. Bar folds, Big Ed folds, Vic folds. I think side folded. Flop is 7, 10, 10. Rainbow. Philly bets, 6 calls. Flop is now over 1,000. Jack of clubs on the turn. Check, check. 9 of hearts on the river. It's 4 to a straight. Philly leads out with 250, 450 behind, and 6 lays it down. I have garbage under the gun. Philly folds. 6 raises 3x. DB folds. Bar folds. Big Ed folds. Big folds, side folds. I have ace 8 offsuit in the big blind. Philly folds, 6 folds. I think the site might be trying to trick me because they saw me win with the ace 5 suited from the big blind. So now they're giving me a weak ace in the big blind, trying to get me to lose. Not falling for it. DB had ace queen. Okay, I've got 6-5 offsuit in the small blind. 6 limps, DB folds. Bar is tanking again. Finally folds. Big Ed calls. Vic shoves. Psy folds. I'm folding for sure. Philly snap folds. 6 folds. Big Ed folds. Okay, I've got 4-8 suited. DB folds. Bar folds. Big Ed folds. Vic limps. Psy folds. Philly folds. 6 checks. Flop is king, ace, deuce, rainbow. Check, check. 4 spades on the turn. Hey, it said pretty good that time. Check, check. 3 of hearts on the river. Makes it 4 to a straight. Check, check. And Vic takes it down with queen high. I would have won that. I've got 5 to 9. Big Ed limp raises. Vic folds, side folds. Philly calls. 6 folds. DB folds. Flop is queen, 5, 4, rainbow. Ed limps after min raising pre-flop. 9 of clubs on the turn. Ed limps. Philly calls. 7 of hearts on the river. Ed checks. He's probably got ace 10 or something. I would have won that too. Shit. What did Philly have? Yeah, see? See, John, that's what happens when you play a weak ace too much on this site. 6. It's folded to the big blind 6. He 3x's. DB is tanking, and I'm pretty sure Bar is going to tank when it gets to him. Doesn't tank that much, surprisingly. Okay, I have 3-4 offsuit. I'm in second place. It folds to the small blind Bar, who folds. Ed gets a walk. Queen 10, under the gun +1. Side folds, I fold, Philly folds, 6 folds, DB folds. Bar calls, Ed calls, Vic shoves. Bar and Ed both fold. Got pocket kings in first position. I'm in raise. Philly folds, 6 folds, DB folds. Bar calls. Vic only calls. Side folds. I bet 388. After Vic quickly checks. Vic doesn't have shit. Bar is tanking. Oh, fuck. Jack of clubs pairs the board. I think Bar has Jack. Bet 188. Yes, Bar lays it down. All right, I'm in first place now. I got 9-10 offsuit in the big blind. Philly folds, 6 folds. DB raises. Bar folds, big folds. Vic shoves. Why couldn't Vic have shoved last hand? DB calls with ace jack. Vic has pocket tens and they hold up. And I'm still in first, but just barely. DB limp raises. Bar shoves. I'm going to fold my ace 9 offsuit. Bar has pocket jacks. He takes it down. Okay, I've seen him fold a lot to raises to his limps. Yes! 7 players. I got king 7 offsuit. Big Ed raises to 300. Vic folds. Side folds. Philly folds. 6 folds. Bar folds. Ed takes the pot. Pocket 7s. Vic folds. Side calls. Okay, I'll call on the big stack. Philly folds. 6 calls. Robin shoves. Big Ed folds. Cy folds. I'm folding. Fuck it. 6 folds. Good play by Robin. I've been calling bar. I don't know why I'm suddenly calling them Robin. I have 4-9 suited. I fold. Cy folds. Philly folds. 6 folds. Bar folds. Big Ed folds. Vic gets a walk. Jack 4 off suit under the gun. I fold. Philly shoves. 6 folds. Bar is tanking. Okay, everyone snap folds after bar eventually folds. I've Jack 8 off suit. Philly folds. 6 folds. I'm in the big blind. Bar calls. Ed folds. Vic calls. Cy calls. 664 behind. See a flop. Okay, I flop a flush draw and a straight draw. I'm going to tank just to piss off bar. Hope Vic doesn't have king or ace of hearts. Okay, I turn open ender. At 150. Wait. Oh no, I have a straight. Oh, stupid. And please don't let him have king of hearts. Come on, please. Ah, fuck. Yeah! Woo! All right. I have a commanding lead after that. See, that's what happens when you play the weak ace on this site, John. Okay, 3 players. Flop is 7, 10, 7. Rainbow, it's check, check, check. The turn is 5 of hearts. Philly checks. Ed checks. Cy checks. Third 7 on the river. Philly quickly checks. Ed is tanking. What was Cy? Cy was on the button. What did she call with? Ace 9 suited. See, that's what happens when you play the weak ace, John. On this side, anyway. Okay. Shove. My king 10 offsuit. He calls with ace 8. Ah! See, that's what happens when you play the weak ace on this site, John. Okay. Still in first place, just barely. But when you're too aggressive, big shoves, Cy folds, I fold my weak ace, Philly folds, 6 folds, bar folds, Big Ed folds. Cy folds, Philly folds, 6 folds, bar folds, Big Ed folds, Vic gets a walk. Queen 7 suited, first position. Philly folds, 6 folds. Robin folds and not such a super slow time amount. Big Ed snap folds. Vic to Cy the short stack. Calls. Cy shoves. Vic's gonna call. Cy has pocket queens. Vic has king 6. And the queens win it. I got king 7 offsuit, Philly folds, 6 folds, bar folds, Big Ed calls, Vic calls, the flop is 3, 7, Jack. Got 225 into a pot of 855, and they both fold. I take it down. Okay, I'm almost at 3,000. I got 310 offsuit in the small blind. 6 folds, bar folds. Still 7 freaking players. Big Ed folds. Vic raises to 500. I know he's got something good. Sign Philly will fold. Pocket jacks. Bar folds, Big Ed folds, Vic folds. Side shoves, I'm going to call with my pocket jacks. Ace king. Oh, shit. Fuck. Cracks my pocket jacks with the ace king, makes the full house. Fuck. Being too aggressive, I guess. Okay. What? Ugh. Oh, I would have lost. Bar calling with the queen 10. Now I'm in 5th place. Jeez. Fuck. Folded to 6, who shoves from the button. Bar folds. Ed folds. Side folds. Philly folds. 6 folds. Bar folds. Big Ed folds. Vic gets a walk. Okay, I'm going to bet 888. Philly folds, 6 folds. Robin folds. Big Ed folds. Vic. Yes, all right. Needed that. Hope you like that one, John. I got 3-7 offsuit from the big blind. Philly folds. In 3rd place. Robin is tanking like an asshole. Big Ed snap folds. Vic folds. Side folds. I fold. Pocket ducks. 6 folds. Robin folds. Big Ed 3 X's. 10-8 suited from the button. Vic shoves. Fold. 6 calls with 9-8. He flops a flush draw. Rivers a straight to crack Vic's ace queen. My God. Hee-haw. I'm in 4th place now. 6 shoves. Robin folds. 5-10 offsuit. Vic folds, Cy folds, Philly folds 6, min raises, Bar calls, Ed folds, flop is queen 7-4, 2 diamonds, 1 spade, Robin checks, 6 leads out with 500, the pot is now 1640. Bar is tanking, finally folds. Okay, I know if I get into this, Vic is going to shove and he's going to suck out against my king jack. So, Cy folds, Philly folds, 6 folds, Robin, watch, Vic's going to shove. What'd I tell you? Ah, shit, and I would have won. Damn it. Fuck. Shit. Pocket 8s versus ace 9. Pocket 8s wins. What did I? 9 would have won. Shit. 6 players. Got queen jack. Cy shoves. Last time she shoved, she had ace king. I'm garbage. Fuck. Vic min raises, 6 calls. The flop is 8, 6, ace, 2 clubs, 1 hearts, 1 hearts, 1 heart. It's check, check. Jack of spades on the turn, check, check. 7 of spades on the river, check, check. And 6 called with 7-4 suited. Big Ed shoves. 6 raises to 1192. Bar's tanking, but's gonna fold. Queen, queen versus king 8. Oh, and the queens get cracked again? Shit. Fuck. Here we go. Okay, so that pretty much sucked. So, watching. Leave a comment. As they say in China, Zaijian.